Hello, all my beautiful people out there, and welcome to my channel. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Sorry I haven't been on lately. It's been a roller coaster ride, to put it gently. So anyway, today we are getting back to the Psalms, and we are finally done with Psalm 119. It is the longest chapter of the Bible. Um, both the Tanakh and the New Testament. So we are done with that. And the time after this time, we will be done with Psalms. So that will be okay. And if I remember correctly, the Psalms were meant to be sung um, in the synagogues, I believe, maybe in the temple also. Um, I'm not sure on that one, but at any rate, also, I have changed the version I read from the NIV to the NASB, the New American Standard, um, because I have been told by scholars that the NIV is not really a good translation. So I did change that. And it would be the 1995 version of the NASB. So anyway, let me share the screen here so you'll know that I am not making any of this shit up. And alrighty. So let me make sure it's on the screen. And it is. And so let's just get on with it. So Psalm 120. In my trouble I cried to the Lord, and he answered me. Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips. Oh, and when you see all Lord in caps like that, just be advised it's no one really knows how to pronounce it, but um, the Jehovah's Witnesses pronounce it Jehovah, which is not the way you pronounce it, by the way, because Hebrew does not have the J sound, and I don't think they have the V sound either. So it's maybe Yahweh, maybe Yehovah, but it's definitely not Jehovah. Uh, so, like I said, anytime it's in all caps like that, um, it's using his um, name. And his name isn't God. I've heard Kent Hovind say that. And I'm like, Kent, you don't even know your own God. So, anyway, um, verse 2 Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips, from a deceitful tongue. What shall be given to you, and what more shall be done to you, you deceitful tongue? Yeah, this is really confusing because um, they don't really differentiate when they go from speaking to God to addressing someone else. So that's just something we got to put up with. Sharp arrows of the warrior with the burning coals of the broom tree. Woe is me, for I sojourn in Meshech, for I dwell among the tents of Kedar. Too long has my soul had its dwelling with those who hate peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. Okay. If this is a Psalm of David, and remember, not all the Psalms are from David. Um, David hated peace too. Hate to tell you, but he did. Anyway, moving on. Psalm 121. I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. From where shall my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to slip. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. Not quite sure why they needed to put slumber and sleep in the same sentence, since they mean the same thing. Maybe for effect, who knows. Of course, this is a translation, so it may not be in the original Hebrew. Verse 5. The Lord is your keeper, the Lord is your shade on your right hand. The sun will not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will protect you from all evil. He will keep your soul. The Lord will guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forever. Well, verse 7, the Lord will protect you from all evil. That's got a footnote by it, so let's see what it says. Or keep. Okay, that's obviously not true. People who believe in God have the same shit happen to them that people who don't believe in God have happened to them. It's just the way life is. Deal with it. The Lord will guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forever. Psalm 122. I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Okay, David wrote this, and he must have been talking about the tabernacle at Shiloh, because according to the prophet, David was not allowed to build the temple, so it must have been the tabernacle at Shiloh, because that's where the tabernacle was. If we believe any of this, which is questionable, but let's go with it. Our feet are standing within your gates, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem that is built as a city that is compact together, to which the tribes go up, even the tribes of the Lord, an ordinance for Israel to give thanks to the name of the Lord, for their thrones were set for judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. May peace be within your walls and prosperity within your palaces. Now, this is why the U.S. has historically been on Israel's side, even if Israel doesn't deserve the United States to be on their side. If Israel is the aggressor, I should say that. However, Israel as a political entity did not exist in modern times until 1949. And that has obviously had its problems because of Palestine and all that good stuff. But anyway, so the Christians in America are like, we got to be for Israel. So if anybody wonders why we're in this crap about Israel, that's why. All right. Verse 8, for the sake of my brothers and my friends, I will now say, may peace be within you. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek your good. Psalm 123, to you I lift up my eyes, O you who are enthroned in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maid to the hand of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God until he is gracious to us. I'm just going to stop right there. This is yet another reminder that the Bible does indeed promote slavery. All right, verse 3. Be gracious to us, O Lord, be gracious to us, for we are greatly filled with contempt. Our soul is greatly filled with the scoffing of those who are at ease and with the contempt of the proud. Psalm 124. Had it not been the Lord who was on our side, let Israel now say, had it not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us alive. When their anger was kindled against us, then the waters would have engulfed us. The stream would have swept over our soul. Then the raging waters would have swept over our soul. Blessed be the Lord, who has not given us to be torn by their teeth. Our soul has escaped as a bird out of the snare of the trapper. The snare is broken, and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Psalm 125. Those who trust in the Lord are as Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but abides forever. As mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people from this time forth and forever. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest upon the land of the righteous, so that the righteous will not put forth their hands to do wrong. Okay, so for the scepter of wickedness shall not rest upon the land of the righteous. I'm pretty sure the land of the righteous refers to Israel. Let's see what it says, the lot, literally the lot, upon the lot of the righteous. Okay, that does a whole lot of good. Well, if we take this to mean Israel, then the scepter of wickedness most certainly did rest upon it, as we shall see later. Alrighty. For the scepter of wickedness shall not rest upon the land of the righteous, so that the righteous will not put forth their hands to do wrong. Verse 4, do good, O Lord, to those who are good, and to those who are upright in their hearts. But as for those who turn aside to their crooked ways, the Lord will lead them away with the doers of iniquity. Peace be upon Israel. Okay, well, as if you needed any more stuff to say, God decides who does right and who does wrong. There it is, right there. All right, verse 4. Do good, O Lord. Okay, sorry about that. Psalms 126. Sorry about that. When the Lord brought back the captive ones of Zion, we were like those who dream. Then our mouth was filled with laughter, and our tongue with joyful shouting. Then they said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We are glad. Pretty sure it's not the Lord. I'm pretty sure it's their military. And a lot of other militaries too. Verse 4. Restore our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. Restore our captivity. That's an odd thing to be praying about. All right. I don't know what to say to that. Maybe it's a translation error. Those who sow in tears shall reap with joyful shouting. He who goes to and fro weeping, carrying his bag of seed, shall indeed come again with a shout of joy, bringing his sheaves with him. 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Unless the Lord builds the house. Yeah, pretty sure the Lord ain't doing any building. Pretty sure it's going to be people who do the building. But let's not get overly literal. I think he probably means what he was talking about earlier about leading people into wickedness. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman keeps awake in vain. No, I'm pretty sure it's the watchman who watches the city. It is vain for you to rise up early, to retire late, to eat the bread of painful labors, for he gives to his beloved even in his sleep. Yeah, I'm just going to let that sink in for the Christians. Verse 3, behold, children are a gift of the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. Okay, verse 4 is where the quiverful movement comes from. And I'm going to spend a bit of time on it. So, like arrows in the hands of a warrior, so are the children of one's youth. Okay, so in America, I'm not sure about elsewhere, but in America, there's this quiverful movement. And I'll just go ahead and read verse 5 because that's where quiverful comes from. How blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be ashamed when they speak with their enemies in the gate. Okay, so the quiverful movement is have as many kids as you can. Okay. And this has a lot of side effects, especially for women, because women who are in this movement are getting pregnant when they shouldn't be getting pregnant. They just had a kid, and like 9 months later, they get pregnant again. It's not good for the women. And it's not good for the kids either, because, having 20 kids, first of all, who's going to have the time to spend with the kids the way the kids need time spending with? And second of all, this leads to what is called parentification, which is when the older children parent the younger children. And this movement just makes me want to yell, because that's not what this verse means. Look at it again. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior, so are the children of one's youth. Okay? Not 40 years old, not 60 years old, youth. Okay? A 40-year-old woman should not be having children. Not because I think it's wrong for them to have children at that age, but a woman is born with all the eggs she's ever going to have. The better eggs are saved for the younger years. And as you grow older, it's the not so great eggs that are left over. And not only that, but there are risks with women having babies the older they get. So it's not, you can say it might be good for hubby, but it's really not, because he's got to work to feed all the kids, so it really isn't good for anyone, but what are you going to do? So Psalm 128. How blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. When you shall eat of the fruit of your hands, you will be happy, and it will be well with you. Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine within your house, your children like olive plants around your table. Behold, for thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. Yep, it's always the man. Fuck the women. Verse 5, the Lord bless you from Zion, and may you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. Indeed, may you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel. Psalm 129. Many times they have persecuted me from my youth up. Let Israel now say, many times they have persecuted me from my youth up. Yet they have not prevailed against me. The plowers plowed upon my back. They lengthened their furrows. The Lord is righteous. He has cut into the cords of the wicked. May all who hate Zion be put to shame and turn backward. Let them like grass upon the housetops, which withers before it grows up, with which the reaper does not fill his hand, or the binder of the sheaves his bosom. Nor do those who pass by say, the blessing of the Lord be upon you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. 130. Out of the depths I have cried to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. If ye, Lord, should mark iniquities, O Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness with you, that you may be feared. If there is forgiveness with him, why are we going to be scared of him? Makes no fucking sense. Anyway, moving on. Verse 5. I wait for the Lord, my soul does wait, and in his word do I hope. My soul waits for the Lord. More than watchmen for the morning, indeed more than watchmen for the morning. O Israel, hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is loving kindness, and with him is abundant redemption, and he will redeem Israel from all his iniquities. O Lord, my heart is not proud, nor my eyes haughty. Yeah, that sounds exactly like something someone who is proud and haughty would say. Nor do I involve myself in great matters. Well, David, you're the king, so you kinda gotta. Or in things too difficult for me. Surely I have composed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child rests against his mother. My soul is like a weaned child within me. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time forth and forever. And the last psalm we're going to cover today. Sorry about that. Remember, O Lord, on David's behalf, all his affliction, how he swore to the Lord and vowed to the mighty one of Jacob, surely I will not enter my house nor lie on my bed. I will not give sleep to my eyes or slumber to my eyelids until I find a place for the Lord, a dwelling place for the mighty one of Jacob. Behold, we heard of it in Ephrathah. We found it in the field of Jar. Let us go into his dwelling place. Let us worship at his footstool. Arise, O Lord, to your resting place, you in the ark of your strength. Let your priests be clothed with righteousness, and let your godly ones sing for joy. For the sake of David, your servant, do not turn away the face of your anointed. The Lord has sworn to David a truth from which he will not turn back. Of the fruit of your body I will set upon your throne. If your sons will keep my covenant and my testimony, which I will teach them, their sons also shall sit upon your throne forever. Well, that's a promise that's been broken. For the Lord has chosen Zion, he has desired it for his habitation. This is my resting place forever. Here I will dwell, for I have desired it. I will abundantly bless her provision. I will satisfy her needy with bread. Her priests also I will clothe with salvation, and her godly ones will sing aloud for joy. There I will cause the horn of David to spring forth. I have prepared a lamp for mine anointed. His enemies I will clothe with shame, but upon himself his crown shall shine. Oh, I got two more. Sorry about that. All right, Psalm 133. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell in unity. It is like the precious oil upon the head, coming down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, coming down upon the edge of his robes. It is like the dew of Hermon, coming down from the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord commanded the blessings forever. Behold, bless the Lord, all servants of the Lord, who serve by night in the house of the Lord. Lift up your head to the sanctuary and bless the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion, he who made heaven and earth. Alrighty, so that's it for today. Hey, perps! Wow, the youngest of 9. It's a big ass family, perps. Alrighty. Well, I will see you guys later. And you go ahead and do what you want to do. And don't know when I'll be back on. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.